sun's like.
I'll get Stretch Armstrong to pour a blind in a bit. Are you going to move?
We're recording. You know.
Are you ticked off that Mum's stuff's in your seat?
Yeah,
Is that what it is? Because Mum's stuff's in your seat? Would you like me to move the stuff and you can come sit in the seat?
I've noticed I'm quite twitchy on your podcast.
Twitchy as in blinky.
I'm like that quite a lot. Teeth check. Oh, that's some cracking cheese, Robert.
Good God! We're in 2 minutes in. And welcome to Arya Bark Podcast, Vlogmas 2020, day 25. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
How are you? Hope you're well. Now, Mr. Bark, would you like to show off what you got for your Christmas?
Yes.
That you really like? Andrew and I were a little bit worried. Like, not even a little bit, as in like massively worried.
It's a bit weird, but because I collect stuff to do with my work, I've got a gas meter. An gas meter, coin operated gas meter from 1973 for my collection for my Christmas.
And how happy were you?
Very happy. As weird as it sounds, very happy.
Can you pour me out some Coke, pretty please?
Oh, if you take a dip off.
I can't take it. I know he's trying to get me drunk. I can't take a tip out because of my tablets. Unless you want to spend Christmas Day in A&E having my stomach pumped.
Nah, it's just what doctors say when you're trying to get
Right,
drunk.
go something.
Bye.
So, I was really bad, I accidentally opened that one. But I'll come back to this. So here's my Christmas present from Raylene. This little bauble. I mind the other thing I was going to show. Stuff for Maggie.
That's really nice. I like that.
I love that. So Ryan will stick that on my...
I like it.
You're random. And we have... Stick it on my table, please. Andrew, see on my desk. Right, see on my desk, go pass me the wee gauze bag that Maggie gave us. It's up where the wheel is. Where your right hand is, at the back.
That mean I get my...
And could you pass me the star that's on the tree? Please.
That is a...
That's stunning! Andrew, what did I ask for? That's not a star, that's a Christmas tree.
Aye, but it's sitting where a star is.
No, it's
The
an actual
star
Oh.
that's on the Christmas tree. Oh, I swear to God he wasn't dropped on his head when he was born. No! The beaded one! See where the red and gold baubles are? Branched and below it. Put your hand over. Over. Oh.
Special.
I'll show you these in a second. That is lovely, really, and I love that.
That is it.
That is seriously, seriously cute. Oh my God, there's stuff in here. That's lovely. Oh my God, that's stunning. It's mine. Oh. It's Arya approved. Oh. Oh, that's lovely. Can you hang them out? Oh, Arya, quiet. It's a little top. Oh my God. Oh, that's seriously cute. Really, they're lovely. Oh my goodness. A wee dog.
They're really nice.
Oh, really, they're stunning. I love them. Another wee dog. Arya approves of those too. Oh, wait a minute. Really, they're lovely.
They're
Oh,
really nice.
Raylene, thank you so much. They are stunning. I will use them on your hat.
Thank you.
Oh, Raylene, thank you so much. What I'll do is I'll message you privately. But honestly, I love these. And thank you so much for the swap. Now, I would like to say also thank you to Jane of Mouse. Oh, look at my hair, look at me drawn through a hedge backwards. Jane from my. Don't snigger. Don't snigger. Jane from Mouse Knits and Craft, who organised the Advent swap. Huge thank you to. Could you stop tickling me?
Sorry, I didn't need to tickle you.
Huge thanks to Jane from Mouse Knits and Craft, who crafts. God, I can't speak. I've not even had a drink. Actually, could you pass my juice over? Because that could be the problem.
Jane from Mouse Knits and Crafts.
That's what I meant to say. Thank you so much for organising the swap. Now I need to decide what I'm going to do with my nice new yarn. I think I might actually make some soaps this time.
That is nice. I really like
That
that.
is really, really
really
nice.
like that.
Now, I got this from Jane, and it is a lovely notebook. Now, I think Jane might actually be slightly psychic, because I was literally saying to Mr. Bark the other day, I need to get a nice new notebook for
Blue.
my
Really?
weaving. So this is going to come in really handy as my nice new weaving notebook. And I've also got Are you feeling left out? You've nothing so far.
Nobody sent me a present.
Nobody sent you yarn round,
I
did
came
they?
on your podcast and nobody sends me any presents.
Oh, they are lovely. Thank you so much, Jane.
You're a very spoilt girl.
I'm very spoilt. I am well aware I am very, very spoilt. This one's called Pear. Actually, does look like a
I was
pears
just going to say,
and
it does
edges.
look like a pear.
Should I ever return to Asda's, I might actually pick up some pears. Seriously? Would you like this one to sniff too? Would you like them to sniff?
I don't want to overdo it on Christmas Day.
Now, next thing I want to show you. We had, when did they move in? Last year?
Just not long after we moved in, so that would have been last year.
Last year? No long before Christmas.
That would be right.
It'd be about November they moved in, eh?
Mhm.
Right across the road, a woman and her son moved in, and they have a husky.
She's pretty much a husky.
Aye, 'cause she's not a Malamute,
No,
because she's not as chunky to
she
be a
is a
Malamute.
husky.
They've got a husky called Aurora. Who's your favourite singer, Ryan?
Aurora.
And that dog never made a peep. For the day it moved in, it never made a peep. Roll forward a year forward. That dog will not shut up barking.
Because of Arya.
Because of Arya.
Because Arya barks at everybody at the window, watch them at the window. Now Aurora does it as well, and Aurora never ever barked at anybody. Now, when the postie passes, Arya barks at one end. Aurora can see the postie because Aurora's across the road. Aurora can see the other end of the street and also barks at the postie when delivery drivers come, takeaway drivers come, anybody who's not usually in the street goes past. Arya barks, and therefore Aurora now barks. Basically, Arya's a bad influence.
She is. Maggie crafts as well. So I've lots of conversations about crafting. And this year for Christmas,
Along with our Christmas card.
along with our Christmas card, we got this. Now, don't even start. How absolutely stunning is that?
I'll try and help it focus.
The other one's still on the tree.
I'll get that.
Can you see it? Down where that red glittery bauble is, just up above it.
Oh.
I know, she burrowed herself under so she can see. We've got this wee tree hanging. How stunning is that? Put that back up on the tree. There's the other one. I'm going to punch you.
Try to help. I just thought that worked.
And this, I'll show you this. It's a 78-inch tree garland. It's stunning.
Really, really nice. Eh?
It's really bonny. And a little angel.
To get that as well as a Christmas card for a neighbour that they've actually went and put effort into making that for you, I thought was really, really nice.
During the lockdown, we done like vegetable swapping. We both decided at the same time we were going to start growing veg. Now I planted. Now we tried to get was it pea seeds?
Aye, we couldn't get pea seeds during
Could
lockdown.
not get pea seeds during lockdown for loving our money. So had I been looking on the internet?
I'm not sure.
I'm sure I'd been looking on the internet, and one of them had said that you could actually use dried peas. So I thought, while we're in Asda's, we'll look for dried peas. Couldn't get dried peas, but what I could get was broth mix.
Broth mix.
The peas were lovely though.
We had to sit and hand pick peas out of a broth mix to plant in the garden to try and grow peas.
Hi, they went tonto.
And it worked.
Well, apart from the half a dozen that the pigeons ate.
The pigeons would eat a lot of them.
The pigeons ate a lot of them. So we planted all these thinking they're not going to grow. And we've done what? 30?
And there was a lot of peas.
There was a lot of peas left.
Didn't you think that would work for a broth mix?
So it was one day Tony was out in his garden and I shouted across to him, are you, obviously we'd seen him that he was starting to plant stuff, and says, you don't happen to want some pea plants? I don't know if they're going to grow because we got them for broth mix. And he was like, oh, that would be lovely. Now we'd already planted, they had pumpkins, but we'd already planted our pumpkins. And what else was there?
My memory's shocking, I've not got a clue.
I can't remember what else, but it was something else that we had already planted. And I was like, no, it's fine. And I was like, next year we'll just do a plant spot. And obviously this year we got, we did get a whole load of peas. We had to fight the pigeons for the peas. So they're lovely. I'll need to see her tomorrow. Could you pass my juice over? I've got an awful juice. What else was I going to say? Something else. Bird feeder.
We've had success with the bird feeder.
We've had a lot of success. We've officially hit that stage of getting old where sitting at your bedroom window watching birds.
With a cup of tea.
With a cup of tea. Well, yeah, your breakfast sitting watching them.
Breakfast sitting watching birds.
Sitting watching pigeons. Pigeons are vicious.
Pigeons are seriously vicious.
We've had a pigeon come into the garden pretty much for we moved, hasn't it? And he's really big and he's got this lovely white band around his neck. Now this thing is huge.
He's a fat pigeon.
He's a really fat pigeon. So we nicknamed him Percy Pigeon. Now, Percy came back this morning with a friend. His friend was like that. Right, you can tell in that relationship, a bit like me and you, I'm quite fat, you're quite skinny.
Basically, you've been at the bird feeding station. I'm
petting it. Honestly, talk about beating that pigeon up. The poor bird was trying to eat food and he's pecking it in the back of the head. It was seriously funny. And we had our wee Bob and Robin.
Wee Bob and Robin. Red Robin.
Who couldn't get near the bird feeder for Percy Pigeon. So that was freaky how close that pigeon came while we were out in the back
The
garden.
Robin, you mean?
The Robin.
Because the Robin came really close and Arya was there as well.
Ryan was going to take the Arya out for a walk for her morning constitutional. So while he was going round the back, obviously I took the I took the bird seeds, the suet balls, the suet pellets, and mealworms. Mealworms, the robin seed, and the pellets round the back to top up. Because obviously we knew the pigeons had been at it for, that was about an hour.
Mm-hmm.
They were sitting eating it. So we went round, and we seen the robin was sitting up on, we've got canes, it was for growing courgettes, but the pigeons ate them. So we haven't taken them down yet, so we seen it sitting up there and we thought, right, once we go away it'll probably come down. We've got Arya's cage. During the summer when we're hardening plants off, I'll put the cage in the back garden and put the plants in it. That way the plants can harden off, but it means the birds can't get to them. So I was sitting I'm doing like filling up the wee tub and mixing it all in, so there's a bit of everything. Ryan says, get up very slowly. The robin's sitting right next to you. Now, I clobbered myself on the head with one of the bird feeders. I might need to revisit where they're sitting. And there was a robin sitting on the cage.
Right next to you as well.
Literally right next to me. But it wouldn't come anywhere near the feeder. So I thought, do you know what? Since it seems happier up the back next to the hedge, I went up and I put a handful of robin seed, a handful of
Mealworms.
dried mealworms, and I never broke up a pellet. I maybe do that later on. Maybe put a... See what I mean?
Flake.
Every time. I'll maybe crumple up a thingy for him. I sat up there. The minute my back was turned, it was right out, right in it, and it sat there for a wee while. And later on, it eventually did come down to the bird feeder and peck where the pigeons had left bits. And we had our first very small bird.
I know. I think it was a chaffinch,
Or a tit.
or a tit.
One and two, some sort of tit. So we're very happy our bird feeder is working. So that's tomorrow's entertainment will be me and Ryan.
You said tit and I didn't laugh.
Do you know what? I was actually thinking you're clearly no listening to what I'm saying.
No, I was trying to be professional.
But you just couldn't help yourself, could you?
Keep talking about tits.
You've put me off my stride.
Sorry. Continue.
Yes, so tomorrow's entertainment is going to be me and Mr. Bark sitting at the bedroom window with a cup of tea.
Watching tits.
Lion going to get pigeon.
Pigeon. It is actually really cool watching the birds out the window. It's seriously sad.
Best comment ever.
I might need a bonnet for next Christmas.
Where's the robin? Looking the second man down, it was like, Ryan, can't see nothing. And he was like, look harder, can't see nothing. So he came down to where I was and he was like, oh aye, that's right, you're not going to be able to see it from where you're sitting.
I'm standing higher up than you. Sorry.
No, there was something else, and I can't remember.
With age comes memory problems.
Yes. Need to get that turkey out of the oven. Could you pass my juice? I'm really dry. Like seriously, I've got a truth.
I take it the only reason you wanted me on your podcast was to pass your juice out to like a lackey. Arya Bark lackey.
Hi, I'm buying you a t-shirt.
True.
And a cup.
True. I'm really grateful.
You need to pay for it. Or something else. Oh. Obviously before my salt blockers came, it popped out at me what it was. I was needing to block my salt blockers, my hat blockers came. I was needing to block the milkman's hat. Now I know I have a packet of balloons. Well, I know for a fact in this house somewhere are 2 packets of balloons, because there's one for our old place that I still cannot find 2 years later, and I bought another one, cannot find that either. So the other day when we went to Asda's, we bought balloons. Would you like to pass that over? Now stick an actual picture on with the hat because it's funnier with the hat on.
Yeah, that one was trying to do was
mind the cameras here.
It's the little things that keep you going.
I will stick a picture in of the hat with the milkman's hat, the balloon with the milkman's hat on it. Oh my god, it was so funny. It did look like a wee happy face. The sock heads have come. Unfortunately, Miss Bark likes them a bit too much. One of them very nearly ended up needing reconstructive surgery.
Just tried to bite the nose off.
Just tried to have a nibble on it. So I'm definitely going to have to keep that out a road, or it's going to be completely useless. So that's all. We're still swaying about whether to carry it on to the 31st. I still think folk would actually find your gas collection quite interesting, because some of your stuff. Can I just say, I spent £11 on a gas fan and it was tiny. £11.
It's a weird collection.
It's more your books.
Books
You
are
have
quite cool.
some amazing gas books.
Some of the stuff is quite nice.
That didn't cost as much as that tiny little gas fan.
Folk would maybe prefer to see that rather than the worms.
It's more the age of some of the stuff.
I know.
You've got a gas manual for you've got a book that was first published in
I think there's one that was 1939 or something
1939. That was quite cheap. I don't think that dude came he was selling by the
No,
way.
I don't think so either.
And it's in perfect condition. And it, back in the day, British Gas used to hand out this book, and on the cover of it would have your first initial and your last name. This actually came with the envelope book cover with it, and I got that for £20. That guy
decent.
seriously didn't know
Probably
what he was
didn't know what he
selling.
was selling.
You've got the history of British Gas. Your milk bottle. Your milk bottle is quite funny. And other bits and pieces. I think we'll maybe do that tomorrow. And his pride and joy is British Gas Award. Hi, we went to a fancy hotel.
We've got to go to a fancy hotel.
Did you like how when I left I was like, and oh by the way, that Coke stain on the carpet was not me. That was not me. They charged me for the 2 bottles of Coke.
We know we're common fifers, but that wasn't us.
That was your staff that dropped my bottles of Coke or the carpet and then had the cheek to charge me again for them. That was bad. I never even come back to clean it up. You have got some nice stuff in
I've
your
got
badge
some really nice
collection.
I have some really nice stuff.
So maybe do that tomorrow.
I like my collection.
So that's all. I need to go put my veg on. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you for the Christmas presents.
Thank you for the Christmas presents. I really, really appreciate them. I will give you individual messages for them. I love that. That bag is just seriously cute.
That is really nice.
These stitch markers are just, oh, it doesn't take much to start me crying. And I'm coming back.
Reindeer, I never noticed that.
It's got reindeer inside. How stunning is that? Seriously. Oh look! They're loud. And a wee Bob and Robin.
That is really nice.
That is lovely. I will get my new socks put on in that. Oh. My gorgeous cat.
That is really nice.
Really, I love it. Jane, thank you so much for my presents. I really appreciate those. I think that's about it. I'm just blathering nonsense and I don't need to keep talking because I will eventually start bursting into tears. You quite like when I just randomly burst into tears. What's the matter? I don't know. Who knows? So, going to put the veg on. You like that, Ryan? Ryan gets to peel Brussels. So, we will see you back here again tomorrow. Mr. Bark is definitely trying to get some footage of little birds at the bird feeder.
Yep.
I'm going to see what I can do in my hair because seriously, honest to God, I literally look like I've been drawn through a hedge. But Kim, my hair has not been this bad for since I was about 2.
I keep getting the same problem as well.
I can tell. Ryan actually went and phoned up the hairdresser and was like, I really need a haircut, my hair is a mess. It was like, I could practically plait it. And now, Jackie, his lovely hairdresser, literally thought his hair was like big and bushy. Ryan walked in and she was like, Ryan, I can't even get my fingers through your hair.
I don't think I'm going to be able to take much of this. Try.
Take it off. It's getting in my road. Actually, you did say that to me, it's getting in my road.
It starts to irritate me.
And it's like, dude, no. Mind you, it's better than the haircut you gave me.
I think the haircut I gave you was pretty professional.
Ryan scooped my hair up and went, pfft. And now the front of my hair doesn't match the back of my hair. Look, you can see it.
I gave you a graduated bob. I think it was quite professional.
Ryan, there's a strand here. The only reason it's not being
layered.
fixed is because I will not let him anywhere near. Obviously, I said to him, I want it in between my shoulder blades, and he started cutting up here. He's like, that's no even. And I was like, as long as I can get my hair tied back. So I tied my hair up and he started cutting. So I've now got bits. So once hairdressers open back up again, I'm going to have to get them.
When it's down, it looks like you've got a. It looks like I've done a professional graduated bob.
Can you remember when a professional gave me a graduated bob, and the following week I went back and said, can you cut it so it's straight?
If anybody else wants a haircut, I go into practice. If anybody's needing a hairdresser when they're all shut, I'm at your service.
Can fit smart meters, can service your boiler, get your haircut.
Give me a haircut.
So I hope you all have a lovely Christmas. I am off to put on some veg and check my turkey because I think I might have just came out the oven a bit an hour ago. I have already burnt the soup so far today. So the soup's burnt. Do I care? No, I don't. Don't like it? Job on. Don't like it? There's a couple of soups in the cupboard.
Microwave a meal, microwave meals and cup of soups for Christmas dinner.
I think the turkey will be fine because I like my turkey to be on for like days. I like it being on like all day Christmas Day. If nothing else, we will have turkey. I'm waiting for you to start going gobble gobble because you know anytime you mention turkey, Ryan goes gobble gobble. It's like living with a 7-year-old. Did you take your pudding out the freezer?
No, still didn't check. Might not be having pudding either.
Ryan won't be having pudding. I'll be having pudding. Andrew will be having pudding. Ryan won't be having any pudding because his is still in the freezer, and I'm pretty sure that's been taken out the night before.
I'll check.
Or 12 hours.
I'll just have chocolate mousse if need be.
You'll just force that chocolate mousse down
I'm
your
desperate.
throat. He's got a log. A chocolate log.
I'll see what happens with my Black Forest cattle.
So very
Frozen.
So have a really lovely Christmas and we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.